we got in the bottom left for Oceanist Gaming. In the yellow for Canada, it's KiWiKaKi. And in the upper right, the president of the United Warcraft States, it's Hitman.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. So glad it started. Is Kiwi gonna switch it up? We didn't see much preparation against Arc. He didn't change anything at all. We know what works, Neo, and we know what doesn't work against Hitman. Change it up. If you play standard, you're basically just playing into the palm of his hands. He has optimized builds. That's the thing about Hitman. All of his builds have been tweaked, perfected, otherwise perfectly executed to beat like 95% of the builds you could put against him. It's the 5% that you can actually weasel a few maps. Is Kiwi going to do that? I have no idea. It looks like just Farseer opener so far. We don't see the War Mill, so it could be a really quick tech into, I don't know, Grunts, maybe. This could be a late Rex for Grunts.
Attacking right away before the Farseer even sees the light of day. Here's the War Mill. So once again, the stats look quite bad for KiWiKaKi. He's 1-6, but in the team league, W3IL, he was able to defeat Hitman 2-1 in what was a major upset. And this is a big series, and maybe as confident and sometimes cocky as Hitman is, maybe nerves do get to him at some point.
I don't know. I don't really know if Hitman has emotion, man. But other than that, he's been to China. He's played against really good players in China. Like, that would be the most nerve-wracking thing, I think, is you're alone in China. Nobody else is there with him. He's had some pretty good experiences, man. In Anaheim, he was with the boys, and he got a little bit more familiar with the main stage. I don't know if Hitman actually has nerves anymore. I think he's broken out of that shell. Like I said, he's very confident against Kiwi. He's the type of guy that's just going to go into his playstyle and just play his game. And I think it's up to Kiwi to switch this up. I don't really think that Hitman has to change anything. He looks like he's going to find the item. He might be able to grab that. Oh, really close there. But he is going to be super annoying and harass the Farseer. And I don't think that Kiwi is going to be able to get any more experience from this camp.
That was real close, man. If this replenishment potion goes to the Blade Master, that's a lot more harassment potential. So Kiwi a little slow picking that one up. But apart from that, items are great. And he's bringing the fight to Hitman's base, keeping the Blade Master away from the Farseer, blocking a little with the Grunts. That's kind of sweet. And we do have shops, we do have headhunters parked in the base for KiWiKaKi, so the Blade Master can't pick him up.
Yeah, I think the key to victory here for Hitman is to not let Kiwi's army spiral out of control. We're probably going to see Hitman creep some items right away and then just go straight on the offensive trying to pick off headhunters while there's only 2 or 3 before they get into a critical mass. Because if Kiwi's able to get into a critical mass, then he can decide, you know, do I want to do a tower rush? Do I want to be on the offensive? You don't really want to give Kiwi the options. So I think Hitman's going to try to take those away right away, chasing the Farseer, and then quickly he sees the Farseer still with his Grunt, and he's going to creep an item and tome. So I think Hitman's already sticking to the game plan right now. So this is looking pretty good. Cloak of Shadows, not the greatest item, but he's still pretty much doing what he said he was going to do. And Kiwi's kind of wandering around, and the Wolves aren't doing much of anything right now, which is good for Hitman. But the tier 2 tech is done for Kiwi.
Yeah, and Kiwi opens this up a little bit like orcs open up against human. Wolves in the base, trying to distract, trying to force Hitman back, which worked to a degree. Only a level 1 Blade Master, that's kind of good. You want to prevent him from level 3 as much as possible, so he can't spend the entirety of the early mid-game stage on the map, harassing you, windwalking you, stalking you. So I think it's okay. Now we see the tier 2 buildings and tier 2 heroes.
Yeah, and Kiwi gets the Dust of Appearance from the shop, so for the Blade, which is good. Hitman might have tried to, I think he tried to steal them, but Kiwi was a little bit too quick. And now the Grunts are stationed right at the north. It looks like the Shadowhunter's coming out for Hitman, and Bestiary Torn Totem for Hitman as well. So we're just going to see standard Headhunter, Shaman from Kiwi, maybe see some Torrens. I'm not sure when the tier 3 tech is going to come for Kiwi, maybe a little bit later, or if he just sticks on tier 2 for a bit. But the Blade Master grabbing level 2 from those Grunts actually at the north end, and level 2 Blade, he's just going to chase this Farseer the whole game.
Pretty sure. Yeah, that's working out fine. I don't even know if the frost here is too impactful in this matchup. Like, wolves are kind of okay. Chain lightning against orc doesn't do much. He's just a space creator for the big cow. We get Scroll of the Beast. That goes wonderfully hand in hand with the headhunters. But you were right. Where's the tier 3 tech? KiWiKaKi staying on tier 2. And I wonder, don't you need the Berserker upgrade?
Yeah, this could be interesting. Putting another burrow down, we could still see the tier 3 tech, but maybe this could actually turn into like a tower push.
A player's forces are
staying on tier 2.
Yeah.
We did talk about how that was like the only way that Kiwi actually beat Hitman was, but that was a different variation. So I'm not too sure. Kiwi's already starting to look a little bit different. I thought there would be a quick tier 3 tech. I mean, when you go for that alter burrow quick tech, you usually follow it up with, you know, you want to get to tier 3, you want to get those Torrens. We've seen Kiwi get like 9-minute Torrens before, so gonna change it up and stay on tier 2. And if he stay, I don't know if I like that.
He will know it. He prepared 5 days just for this. And it's fairly easy to predict that Hitman is gonna stay with Blade Master, with Shadowhunter, with Raider Walker, because that's just what he does. For Hitman to predict what Kiwi does is a little more tricky, and yeah, we don't know it yet. TC, close to level 3. Shaman are able to gather a lot of mana, and none of the Headhunters has died. And it's a good number now. No upgrades yet, but the first one is coming, so critical mass is almost there. But we're coming to a critical moment in this game, and that's when the middle camps are approached.
Yeah, and I mean, even before the mid camps have been approached, the Shadowhunter for Hitman hasn't prepped too much. But I think that Kiwi's fed at least 3 wolves to that Shadowhunter, which is pretty nice. A lot of experience, a little bit of a misplay by Kiwi. Running away from the blade, maybe he's a little too preoccupied with the Tauren Chieftain, but he's fed at least 3 wolves that I've seen to that Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter getting really close to level 3, but at the same time, yeah, this TC's already level 3. Wand of the Wind, which is a really nice item. If Kiwi can step on top of this army and Wand of the Wind that Shadowhunter, there's not going to be much heal. And not to mention, you can use Wand of Wind on the units to pick it off. Ooh, the blade taking a lot of damage with that stomp in the middle of the map!
And just like that, you lose your first hero. A little bit too confident in your skills. And there's the reveal. And there's the purge. And then there's the stomp and he's dead. Hitman losing the first hero.
And no level 3 Shadowhunter, you don't have your blade. This is a really rough spot for Hitman. He does have Spirit Link, which is good. But yeah, this is really, really tough. And this is a huge army for Kiwi, and there's no blade here. And the blade's only level 2. Shadowhunter is only level 2. And here comes some purges on the first Raider. This Raider's gonna go down. I don't think the heal can save him at this point. Maybe some micro, but the stomps are big. Could pick off a lot. Yeah, that Raider's definitely dead. Maybe even a grunt here. I think Kiwi just storms Hitman at this point.
He's smelling blood in the water. Every second the Blade Master isn't here, he knows Hitman is not competitive. He got a level 3 Shadowhunter now. Just got it. And the Sobi Mask is helping a lot as well. There is no mana on this TC anymore. And I wonder if that's a little overextension now by Kiwi. He has a little bit of crowd control in purges, but he can't really reach.
Yeah, I think he's worried about the Dispel. I was going to say maybe Wand of the Wind to catch one of these units, but then you'd just be forcing Dispels. Maybe that's what you want to do, but just think using the Purges instead on these grunts, and there's just not much. Level 3 Shadowhunter now, so the heal's a little bit better. But, oh, there's just nothing here. The Kodo comes in, and the Kodo's misrallied a little bit, so he's going to be segregated from the army, and the Blade comes back. But look at all these units, Theo. There's too many units. He could pick up a Shaman, which is huge. The Purge saves that Shaman, though. And the Blade Master are going to have to run away again. This is a rough position for Hitman, and we do see the tier 3 tech almost done for Kiwi. Everything's looking really good. I think Kiwi has full mid control at this point. Could creep out the rest of the marketplace, could do whatever he wants. But when you have a almost level 4 Tauren, do you just want to go for the win?
I think so too. These Shaman were putting in some heavy damage with Purge. Kiwi loves this style and well executed, but also Hitman saving 2 grunts that were barely even alive anymore. Moved them back, then had the mana again, heal waves them up, and despite the hero loss, it's not all that bad. It's 50-50, and the tier 3 tech for KiWiKaKi hasn't paid off yet. We don't have Berserkers. It's about to finish, but now at this point, we don't have that yet.
No, and Kiwi's actually bringing peons from the bottom as well. And I just think a big factor as well is Hitman's Blade doesn't have any damage on him. Like, the items aren't that great. and he's just not able to get any damn. Wand of the Wind being used on the Blade Master. There's the first charge and the Raider going down. I mean, these are crucial units for Hitman that he's just losing left, right, and center. And now that Berserkers are in, this is just a crazy amount of damage. These are 2-0 Berserkers.
It's pretty crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. And Bloodlust is almost done. He's using the Wand of the Wind again on the Blade Master, who is still revealed. Scroll of the Beast. Oh my god. +8 damage. He's going for the Stomp. The Stomp connects, but the heal wave is there. The Kodo Beast is getting spiked to pieces. These spears are way too powerful. Heal Scroll for KiWiKaKi. Everything back to green. Not only the skin color, but also the health bars. Wand of the Wind disabling the Blade Master for the past 2-3 minutes. And how is Hitman supposed to reach these Berserkers? He's not.
This is really tough. Kiwi is actually just running away, and these peons could be for towers just to fully end the game. 54 supply to 50. For some reason, Hitman's macro is really, really good, but there's just no damage, and everything's just, he can't take a fight. Level 2 Blade, just way too weak, and this is like a 2.2. He hasn't been able to kill any units, pick off anything, and he's losing units way too hard. Another Raider almost going down. Look at the Blades. The Blades just giving no damage output. The Stomps have been very good by the Torn. The Torn's out of mana right now, but with good micro, Kiwi should just be able to push this all the way back into Hitman's face and end the game. I don't think there's any... I don't know. Kiwi's kind of fighting this. He's not microing his Berserkers too much, but there's just so much low units for Hitman. I don't know if he can hold this. If he holds this, he's a true god. This just seems like way too many losses.
40 supply remaining. Kiwi is falling back, and I kind of like that. He's tier 3. He can go for Tiny Great Hall if he wants to. He doesn't want to continue fighting without mana, which he doesn't have anymore, neither on the Shaman, not on the heroes. And he gets Shop Control. So, Heal Scrolls, Invo Potions, all going his side. That's, of course, very expensive. And he is moving forward with these big peons that almost look like grunts in Bloodlust.
Are under attack.
What can Hitman do?
How ballsy would it be to just build them? And he just is, right in his face. What are you going to do about it? My army's coming. I got the only scrolls of healing in the game. What are you going to do about it? Hitman's creeping out the consumable. He's going to get Pendant of Energy. That's good for the Shadow Hunter. It's on the blade so far. But yeah, first tower coming up. The peons, who look like grunts, are taking down the shop. Is Hitman going to be able to get into a position? Look at the mass of units at the top. The concave is so big. The stomp is really, really nice. Gets the majority of the units. One grunt falls right away. Blade Master taking a lot of damage. Does have Windwalk. And there's no dust on... Oh, there is dust on Kiwi.
Oh boy, how long can the Blade Master survive? The TC is taking a lot of damage, but the win goes to KiWiKaKi. And we do have our first upset of the semifinal, just like that. And now we got the reason why Kiwi wanted to play Northern Isles so bad, because he has a damn good, solid strategy prepared.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm so actually glad to see Kiwi adjusting. He went for the mass units. He went for, I'm just going to creep in your face, level 3 Tauren Chieftain right away. There was not much that Hitman did to really stop the game plan from Kiwi. And it really just snowballed. And Kiwi's up 1-0 against the greatest orc player in the world.
You're not biased or anything, right? Just straight down the middle?
No,
okay.
That's just what I've read in forums. I don't really, I don't know.
What for? No, I don't want to know what forums you're into. It's getting way too weird, way too fast.
No, really well played from Kiwi. All jokes aside, that was textbook really nice. There was nothing that really Hitman could do. The blade was level 2, no damage, not the best items. He couldn't really pick off units, and the stomps were huge. He was able to pick off a raider, a grunt. The purges were really good, not enough dispel. I think he only had 2 walkers, which he used a lot for Spirit Link. Yeah, Wand of the Wind. I think he only used it once, but it was, I mean, still, it was just way too much. The upgrades from Kiwi, 2-0 attack. The tower push at the end, which was kind of inconsequential. Just a really great game from KiWiKaKi. He's up 1-0 and really well played so far.
I really like how he changes his game up compared to the group stage, especially the first game, where he was losing so many headhunters. Every single game. Did the anti-timings. It could have worked. And we said, oh, that's genius. That goes against all odds again. KiWiKaKi. Yeah, but it didn't. He was punished for it. And he made his life a little bit harder than he was supposed to be. And now it seems like everything is fixed. The headhunter.
Yeah, and this is the first time that Kiwi's beaten Hitman in a legit game. No weird shenanigans, no tower push, really. It was just a straight up game, and Kiwi was able to take that. So,
do we get the next game, Bidoo?
yeah.
All right. Then we look into the picks and bans, and as you can see here, Northern Isles was KiWiKaKi's pick, so maybe with the home turf advantage, switching now. Hitman can strike back. Terraner stand it is. Afterwards, we would go to Concealed Hill, then Amazonia, and then as a decider, we have Echo Isles. So I'm super excited, man. Hitman was so confident. I think in his mind, he already won that tournament.
I don't know. Hitman said a lot that he doesn't really go into it like I'm just gonna win. I think he expects that he's gonna win, but he really, I don't know. He knew that what Kiwi can bring. You know, he knew that that Kiwi can actually bring some heavy stuff to the table. So I don't know if Hitman goes into it where I'm just gonna 3-0 3-0. That's not really his mindset. He knows, like, kind of has the cruncher approach too, where it's like, you know, I can lose if I don't play my game, but if I play my game, I should win. And I don't know if Hitman really played his game. The Blade Master didn't look like he was doing too much. Chasing the Farseer all game is all right, but you let the TC basically just roll all over you, right? So is Hitman going to make adjustments? This is Terraner's stand, and I don't know what the game plan is going to be on this map.
Well, we're about to find out. Game 2 coming up. In the upper right, surprisingly taking the 1-0 lead and now playing on a map that could favor his style quite a bit, it's KiWiKaKi. Bottom right, in the yellow, for Dust Gaming and the US, it's Hitman. Okay, now I'm really curious how Hitman adjusts. He was, in the first games we saw, so good at harassing, stealing XP, stealing items. That was always the key to his success in early games. In game 1, we haven't really seen this, like 1 or 2 creeps maybe? But that's about it. He has to step up his early game a little bit if he wants to continue to rely on the Blade Master, and that is definitely the case. And on the other side, what else? The Farseer.
Yeah, Farseer, pretty standard for KiWiKaKi, and I think on this map it's going to be not impossible, but a little difficult for Kiwi to creep quick level 2. We might see Hitman do that pretty easily at the Merc Camp if he wants to, or he just goes for items. But yeah, this is a different map, and I don't think these guys have played this map together, but when you play in a best of 5, there's an additional 2 maps, right? So TS and EI, I think, being the outliers. So these are outlier maps, Neil. We'll see who brings what to the table. I never know what Kiwi's going to do, but I really have no idea what he's going to do on this map.
I love the early game already, because Hitman builds a shop at the mercenary camp, and we have seen before that he's able to creep these spots with lightning shield even though he has no range unit. And then he wants to do this, then use the shop to heal up, but Kiwi knows about this now as he sent the peon, and that might disrupt the game plan of Hitman already. He's aiming for the apprentice wizard, gets an item here. I think creeping the mercenary is kind of out of the equation, but against the Farseer you always would love to have a shadow priest for the early dispel, and Kiwi is the one being aggressive here, going through the north.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, and Hitman's going to use the grunt to scout what Kiwi's doing, but he actually pulls it back because he knows that the Farseer's here. So just going to assume that it's a quick alter, maybe even a fast tech, which is the case. You know, everything last minute, the racks and the burrow. So this is another fast deck from Kiwi. And what is Hitman going to do for the game plan? Is he going to go for items? Is he going to try to creep up? Is he going to let the Farseer do his thing? Or is he just going to do what happened last game and let Kiwi basically run all over him with that Tauren Chieftain second? I'm not too sure. Hitman going to the top of the map right now. Probably wants to scout what's going on fully in the main base. He has not seen it yet.
Are under attack.
Looks like he might actually go for the wizards. Okay, just a shake and bake juke. Nice. And Kiwi donated a lot of wolves last game. Is he going to do it again, or is he going to deny this one that the grunt's attacking? Blade might come in for a crit. And gets it.
All right. Tech is about, not about the same speed. It's a little faster for KiWiKaKi, who's of course once again going for the War Mill and starts the Headhunter production. Feels like it's been a little later than in this game. Oh, here could be the big steal for Hitman. There we go, Gloves of Haste as well. This is what makes him so strong. This is what was lacking on Northern Isles, and this is back.
Yeah, perfect execution. That was a rough situation there with the Farseer and the Wolves there, but he got it done, gets the item and the experience. Really nice. And yeah, so far, so good. Is he going to continue to creep the mid camp? I would just stay here and continue. There's lots of Wolves potential, though, for Kiwi. So, yeah, so far, so good for Hitman. A lot better execution than what we saw in Game 1.
Okay, now once again I'm looking curiously in the base of KiWiKaKi as Tier 2 is about to finish. I would put my hand in a bonfire that it's a TEC again, and a lodge again, but then what? There's the lodge, TC now, and then how late is the Tier 3 gonna be? Is he playing the same strategy? If yes, I wonder how fast Hitman is finding a solution against it. I think you need more than one solution for Hitman, especially in a best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure what the solution was last map, but yeah, Hitman just sticking with the 3 grunts so far. So far it's pretty similar. But I think the key that Kiwi did, and he's doing it kind of as well this game, is he's keeping his units in his base, waiting for the Tauren, not being too over aggressive, because right now 3 grunts and a blade could definitely pick off some headhunters, and that's what Hitman is doing right now. He sees them, and he's just going to go straight for them while he has the chance. Going for the Farseer as well. Farseer taking a bit of damage, doesn't have any salves as well, so could get a little risky, but I think the key for Kiwi is just keep your units in your base, nice and safe. When you play the long con, it actually works in your favor.
The key for Kiwi? I like that. Taking notes here, Bidu. Taking notes.
The Kiwi, yeah. There we go.
We have once again a Shadowhunter, and once he's out, it's going to be scary for KiWiKaKi, with Hex, of course. Good disable, big pickup potential. But the Farseer, again, a good space creator. He has to leave this now, as he knows that the Shadowhunter is coming soon. He has no Chain Lightning to last at anything, so I think his potential here is limited. Always good to keep some vision, but you shouldn't risk your early game just because a little bit of vision. If your TC can continue creeping, we get a Lightning Shield that saves the Shaman a little bit of mana, and once again, we get Dust, as it was the key for Kiwi in Game 1.
Yeah, Dust, the key to everyone's heart. Also the key to seeing that blade. But again, we're seeing the Tauren Chieftain creep out pretty nicely. And I like that decision from Hitman to just go for the top camp. He needs level 2. He needs items. He knows that the window is closing in on him. The Tauren is out. And actually, the blade's going to be super aggressive. Farseer a little out of position. That maybe a free headhunter. It's a little low. Could Windwalk kill it? That's a freebie. Nice. So far, much different start to this game.
And he's stopping the TC on the way to Tier 2 level 3 while creeping the Shadowhunter with the rest of the army in the bottom with the Lightning Shield. That should be pretty fast if you ask me. Raiders are helping as well. So that's the scary thing now for KiWiKaKi. He would love to go for his natural. He would love to go for his mercenary camp, but he knows that Hitman is somewhere here. So where to go without risking too much?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of paths on NI where Hitman could have had this early start, but he kind of let the Tauren get away. Look at the game now. Level 1 Farseer, level 2.4 Tauren. Not much mobility, not much to do. He's going to try to keep the Merc camp, but Hitman is here. His Blade is here. These are crucial experience camps that he could steal. He'll probably try to steal that Wizard, maybe even one more. He does have the Windwalks for it. And this is going to delay the Tauren Chieftain so much. Yeah, Hitman is here. Hitman is waiting. There's one.
Oh my, I was about to say, this should really not happen, because he has Dust and Storm. But alright, Hitman is happy with this. Only the small item, only the small wizard. So Kiwi gets the big boy and the greater healing. Who would of course hope for a big mana. Or again, the Scroll of the Beast, which was really good. On the other side, the Shadowhunter is ultra happy with the drops. Oh my god. Potion of Greater Mana, Boots of Kel'Thalas. It's Christmas for Hitman.
Yeah, this is night and day, and we talk about, you know, Hitman's item luck. Last game not so much, but this time definitely. And is this going to be a big change in the game? I think so. We're looking at the units for Kiwi. There's a lot of units here. We do have an Ensnare now for Hitman. We do have some Spirit Link. We do have Dispels. So, and looks like Hitman's keen to take a fight, even with level 2 Shadowhunter. I don't know if this is the greatest decision. The Purges are really, really strong. I don't think there's enough Dispel to fight this. One grunt goes down right away, and that's level 2 for the Farseer, and really close to level 3 for the Tauren Chieftain. Is Hitman overextending again?
I feel like Kiwi is overextending, to be honest. There's so much mana on the Shadowhunter. A little bit on the TC, speed scroll used, but he just teched to tier 3. He invested 300 plus gold to go to tier 3, and now he's picking a fight against an opponent who didn't tech, who puts everything into this army, and I guess he's gonna be punished for that, to be honest. Once this TC is out of mana, he desperately has to move out of this.
Yeah, and Hitman's actually keeping a lot of Raiders in the fight for Ensnare. The Tauren getting pretty targeted pretty hard. The Potion of Greater Mana are health already used. And yeah, I think over time, maybe he did overextend Neo. Good call, because like, Hitman is now running away with this. Picking up another Headhunter. The Tauren Chieftain can't even fight at this point. Actually passed the TP to the Tauren Chieftain, but if Hitman continues to stay in this fight, he should just pick off units at this point. The Tauren Chieftain, okay, he targets the Tauren Chieftain in a quick TP, and I think this is the right call for Kiwi because he's starting to lose a lot. Is he going to get the Kodo? He's not going to get the Kodo. But yeah, over time, I think that definitely favored Hitman. Good call in that fight. I thought there was a window there for Kiwi to start doing some damage, and maybe that would have lasted if the TC had perma mana. But yeah, once that mana runs out, whoa, that's a big change in the fight dynamic.
That is a good triangle here for Hitman now. He won the fight, he gets the Renegade, he might even be going to the upper right. Kiwi is still not done with the tier 3, but again he's pushing, he really wants this Headhunter back. The Kodo is gone, that's good. The command aura is therefore also not supporting Hitman anymore. Everything is so hurt for KiWiKaKi though, and he's engaging into that fight. The Stomp and the Lightning Shield are really damn good. Does he have any items? No! That Madman is just re-engaging into this fight, and so far it's looking kind of good, to be honest. But there's once again low mana, there's no healing on this TC at all, just one more Stomp. I feel like these Headhunters are gonna get shredded to pieces by this Blade Master who can stay in this fight forever.
Still a lot of Raiders here, and the Ensnare on the Tauren is going down, but at the same time, Hitman is getting his Blade targeted, Windwalk, and Dust on the Blade! Is Hitman... Okay, nice. He pops the potion, which is really good. But yeah, too many Ensnares, I think. I think one Raider's... Oh, he keeps the Raider alive! These Ensnares are so crucial, Neo. He's able to pick off units left, right, and center. Hitman at 50 supply right now to Kiwi's 40, and this is what we talked about Hitman needing to do, whittle this army down. And with no mana on both of the Kiwi's heroes, how do you even fight this? You have to run away. He's actually pulling peons at this point.
I have no idea why he took that fight. We praised him after game 1. Everything changed. He learned so much from the group stage. Well, scratch that. He absolutely didn't. He's fighting now without mana, without the necessary damage against the Blade Master level 3.5 with Boots of Kel'Thuzad and a Shadowhunter that had before a big mana push.
Look at these perma ensnares. He's literally just ensnaring everything on the way to the base. Kiwi can't even keep units alive. One more Raider coming in. There's probably going to be an ensnare on that Shaman. And the Shaman, the crits are good. The items are good. Hitman just stealing units left, right, and center and backing off. Why not? I mean, like, look how many peons are pulled for Kiwi. Completely out of position. The heroes... Tauren Chieftain does have a lot of mana now. Could be some good stomps, but he has no damage output anymore. The units are dead. He's got 3 Berserkers.
Level 4. It must be a Hail Mary play with the Storm, but there was healing before, so the Blade Master won't fall. He also has an Invul Potion grabbed up from the shop, so that will keep him safe when the Shadowhunter isn't able to heal. We'll love to see a shop somewhere for him, but he knows that he got Kiwi in a headlock.
Yeah, level 4 Shadowhunter. Doesn't have any mana, but I think there's just way too much. There's still 2 Raiders here. I think there's there's another one in the base that's really low. He's got to heal up. But yeah, this is just way too much stuff. 25 supplies for Kiwi, 50 for Hitman. Hitman's going to level up this series. And I mean, just very, very different approach from Hitman. You know, more in his face, more confident around creeps. The Tauren Chieftain took a long time to get level 3. And yeah, I think this is just delaying the inevitable for this one. Even though you have tier 3 Kiwi, you just don't have that much output, and this Shadowhunter is getting extremely beefy. Hitman's actually just going to go home, heal up, and then probably just go right back at it.
He has tier 3, man. He was tacking behind this fight. He's getting Kodo Drum upgrade. He's getting Walker Master training, so he can just resurrect them after they die. And I don't see Kiwi coming back into this, but let me... I like to be surprised, you know? We got a heal scroll, we got an Invul Potion, we got Blade Master up to level 4, Talisman of Evasion for a little bit more tankiness, and stealing experience away. Hitman now playing this really smart and experienced.
Yeah, this is just looking very good for Hitman. He's going to heal up all the units. 50 supply. He's got Kodos. He's got plenty of Raiders for Ensnare. And, you know, Kiwi's starting to build back an army. A few more Berserkers, a few more Shamans being added. I think he's only got one, actually, or two now. But, I mean, there's enough Ensnare for about 80% of this army. So, and Hitman's right here.
You're right.
This is going to be really tough to get out of this.
He can almost ensnare. Oh, wait. There's two ensnares, three ensnares. Yeah, that is pretty much half the army at least. Blade Master's crits are gonna be crazy. Got the orb as well. That makes dealing with these wolves a little easier. KiWiKaKi trying again with the Storm Lightning Shield combo, but with the Master upgrade, these walkers have so much mana. They can just spam the Spirit Link. The Kodo is about to eat a Headhunter. Kiwi not microing against this properly, but also forgetting a little about it. It's once again the TC versus the Blade Master, but Shadowhunter got his back.
Yeah, and the blade with the orb now, this is just a lot. This is just way too much damage, way too much stuff. He's purging the wolves at this point. GG is called, and we are going into another game tied series. What a series so far.
I was so scared, Bidu, that after the 4-2-0s and the 1-3-0 earlier today, we would have another one-sided series, but we don't. We tie this up. It's now down to a best of 3. As Remo loves to say. And KiWiKaKi's map is next going to be Concealed Hill. Good to see that Hitman just shrugs off the one map. It's like, okay, I wasn't on yet, maybe a little tired. And now that was the beast Hitman that I love to see, with the creep steals, with the pressure onto the first tier, like counter pressure a little. And with that, Kiwi didn't have the answer what to do, and Kiwi falling back into old behavior in not realizing his timings correctly. So he has a couple of minutes to fix that. We go into a little break. We load into game 3. You don't go anywhere. See you in a bit. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. DreamHack Summer America powered by Monster Energy. And that was a good start to this series. Game 1, Kiwi's pick goes to KiWiKaKi. Game 2, Hitman's pick goes to Hitman. I wouldn't be too opposed to seeing this go all the way.
Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be a change of pace with the DreamHack Summer Open? It's been a lot of 3-0s, a lot of 2-0s. We saw 3-1, but for the most part, it's just been everyone's getting smacked, you know?
Yeah, and even when it's full distance, oftentimes 2-0, then the start of the comeback or the reverse sweep. So a nice little back and forth. Would be nice. It's so funny how both of them spam the lobby. Like Hitman is always saying go, 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 go. Like every time a new line. And Kiwi even spams in the opposite direction where he's trying to fill out the line with as much goes O's as possible. I think just to be different. Just to be the anti-Hitman here at this point. So
yeah, you can't be the same. You can't follow. Especially a fellow Orc player. One plays Farseer, one plays Blade. It's the same race, but you know, even Hitman has said Kiwi plays Farseer, so he's pretty much, you know, a traitor to the race. There's no way that I could lose with a Blade to a Farseer, he says. Just, you know, even though they play the same race, they are very much apart. But yeah, we're hopping into CH, Neo. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I definitely am excited. We are loading in, indeed. KiWiKaKi, the man in the upper right. If there's one map that's his map, it must be concealed. This was his breakout performance. This is where he always can reliably fall back to. This is where his Farseer headhunter style works pretty well. So far, I don't see a war mill. It must be coming next, right?
It has to be coming, right? There's no way he goes into his bread and butter map. And Hitman actually talked about CH being a definite pick for Kiwi with his style. There's no way he opens grunts. That would be a crazy change up. But also with the Farseer, I don't know if that's like good against Hitman's style. Do you want to mirror him with a Farseer? There must be a war mill coming up. Oh my god, Neo, that's a grunt. That's a grunt.
No.
It's a grunt, Neo.
Kiwi's
sure? Red, right?
Yeah, Kiwi's red. It says KiWiKaKi.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
I really hope that Hitman is scouting, because having grunts here is changing a lot. In the first 2 games, Kiwi was kind of passive with his units. On Terranas, he was a little more aggressive.
A player's forces
And
are
then
under
this
attack.
fight in the middle failed because he was overly aggressive. Here, he will be out on the map with his grunt.
Yeah, Hitman picking up the claws, though. That doesn't hurt at all. Yeah, this is not going to be something Hitman's prepared for. He's going to have to scout. Does have the grunt going to the top, and I guess going across. Might go to the main base and find this out. But behind this, Kiwi's actually putting down a war mill. Is this a fake? What's going on?
Okay, 1 grunt into Headhouse, but Headhouse will take some time. He's not producing anything at the moment. He doesn't have the gold for a next grunt. Could be tier 2 towers?
A player's forces
could
are
be,
under
yeah.
attack.
Or like, it's Kiwi. Like, I am not capable to recreate what Kiwi's brain is up to. So I don't even want to try to guess what this could be.
Yeah, but the grunt showing for Kiwi is a big
Town
tell
is
for
under
Hitman.
siege.
He's actually going to go into the base and see that the war mill's late. This war mill is going to time perfectly with tier 2, so Hitman's probably going to assume some form of tower rush off of tier 2. Kiwi's also very far away from everything that's going on, so Hitman's able to cancel the burrow, which is really good. It's going to slow Kiwi down a lot. He might even get the shop too. Hitman getting a lot of value out of this. And is Hitman going to react in his own base with his own war mill, or how does he plan on preparing for this? More burrows being canceled, but the blade taking a lot of damage. Is there dust? No dust.
There's no dust. 60 HP. And this circlet, this claw, that's super good for Hitman right now. that pretty much destroyed
player's
everything that
forces are under
KiWiKaKi
attack.
wanted to do. If he wanted to prepare for something at the early stages of tier 2, he can pretty much forget about that. Good thing, Farseer didn't cause too much damage. Same goes for the Grunt, I believe. Yeah. So he doesn't have to go for heal selves at the moment. Of course, it would be nice to have clarities and would be amazing to have speed scrolls, but he's not dead without it at the moment.
No, Hitman coming back for a little bit more, but the army is close, so Kiwi's going to push that away. But this supply block has been pretty big. Kiwi just getting the capability for 30 supply. The supply block's been really big. So I think now that Hitman's Shadowhunter's coming out, this is just a really nice play so far from Kiwi. And I mean, we have the capabilities for a second hero. And it is going to be Tauren Chieftain. Okay, I thought maybe a Tavern hero or something crazy, but maybe Kiwi's just lost a lot more time. I don't know what the initial game plan was, but I know it wasn't to get everything canceled over and over and over again.
You sure?
I think so, yeah. I don't know much, Neil, but I don't think that... it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off for him, but I don't think that's what he wanted.
You might be onto something here.
And so far, Hitman's macro looking really good. So this Concealed Hill, Kiwi's pick, not looking too good so far, but, I won't jinx myself just yet. And yeah, Kiwi's actually transitioning into Headhunters really late.
With all the losses, like, what's he supposed to do in the early stages of tier 2? Where can he creep? What can,
player's
like, level
forces
1
are under
Farseer,
attack.
close to 2. Hitman got a lot of damage, and his strategy can unfold itself pretty swiftly now. He can creep the Shadowhunter soon. Late Master has a little bit of an issue with the levels, okay. Oh, stealing the green would be sweet.
Yeah, this is crazy. Obviously, Kiwi is just completely changing the game plan from his initial one. I think it was going to be a tower push, but just the cancels and the timing from Hitman was just so crazy, and now he's just going into standard. Does he have enough time, though, to rebuild? Hitman is grabbing the Ogre Lord. He's an absolute madman. Does Kiwi have time to make this work?
Man, yeah, he's still blocked there. We've seen this fail a lot. We have this scene punished a lot. But KiWiKaKi doesn't expect this early. You have multiple ways of using your Shadowhunter early. This is probably one of the best of them. Warsong Battle Drums. Oh, he's just coming in a little too late, and he might find himself in another trap. There's more hex, and he's forced into a town portal. Nice
TP, though, from Kiwi before he gets into any more damage. Hitman was ready with that hex for sure. Wand of Illusion for the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain is level 2 right now, just continuing to mass up and go into that standard Headhunter Shaman composition that worked so well for him. I think he just deviated from his plan, and now we're going into standard, and I mean, Hitman has a huge jump in this. This is what Hitman was going to do anyway, so I think that, the onus is on Hitman to screw this up if he does. The War Drums are nice, but I think maybe Hitman was going to go for a Kodo anyway. So not the best item that you can get, but it's good so far in the early game. A little bit extra damage. This is a plus 12 blade, and he's intercepting Kiwi again. Ooh, and the ensnare on the Shaman.
Needs 6 stomps now. He's going for the Raiders. That's good, but the heal wave is ready once again. Needs to use the Chain Lightning as well. That means no more wolves after these ones. And the TC himself in not the greatest position, caught off from the other part of the army. Has to go all the way around to reunite.
Nice hex from Hitman, making sure that... Oh, and he catches a Shaman at the shop! This is not good for Kiwi. This could be a lot of losses here.
Whoopsie, kind of forgot about that. Kiwi's trying to re-engage. Is he? Oh, okay, makes no sense to do that. Heal Scroll, big Invul Potion. Speed Scroll, still available for Hitman. Pretty much nothing on KiWiKaKi. No,
the good thing for KiWiKaKi right now is there's not much Raider Ensnare at all in the composition so far, and that's what we saw Hitman really picking off units with the mass Raider Ensnare. So it's going to buy Kiwi a bit more time. He still has a lot of units. Tier 3, again, not there. So Kiwi's only option right now is to just continue massing units and try to win fights. He's not going to have the Berserker. The upgrades are okay. He's got the +1 attack. He could go for +2 while he's on tier 2, but again, just everything's just really slowed down and kind of botched, it seems. I don't think this was the game plan.
Yeah, it feels like Hitman's strategy is always super solid, and like he's just going through with it, and KiWiKaKi's build is hit or miss. Like the game where he won, it looked super good, and he caught him in the middle of the game, and that spiraled out of control. When he's not getting that early kill, when he's not getting that early advantage, it seems like Hitman at one point is too strong when Kiwi is still waiting for his big power-ups.
Yeah, Hitman getting caught a little off guard here. He's going to have to pop the invuln puck because the stomp would have probably killed him. But now he's targeting the Torrent in the middle of the map. I do agree with you, Neo. I do think that, you know, Hitman's sticking with his original game plan, which is fine. Everything's on even keel. I do think that Kiwi is actually just deviated from what he was going to do, which we don't really know yet. And now he's just going into playing a completely different build, which is actually quite impressive that we still have a pretty close game here. You know, Kiwi has been able to mass up a bunch of these units, and he doesn't look too far behind at all. In fact, the supply looks a bit ahead for him. Level 3 on the Torrent Chieftain. So if this was the case where he's deviating from the plan and just completely switch it up into Headhunter Shaman because it was botched, I gotta tip my hat to Kiwi. This is really well executed.
Yeah, the question is for how long? Because if you once again look into Hitman's base, you see a tier 3 tag that is at 60%. He's building the War Mill only now because he could just say, okay, I got the Warsong Battle Drums anyway. I don't need to devour anything. I can kill everything. There's no big unit that I have to eat. So I can postpone my Kodos a bit and get that money that I saved for the tier 3 tech and get big upgrades there. And only now KiWiKaKi following.
Yeah, and Hitman sees the army, he sees the peons pulled, he knows that this is pretty much a tier 2 all-in. Even though that Kiwi's teching, I believe that Hitman's going to think, okay, this is it. But yeah, like you said, the tier 3 tech for Hitman is almost done, and we saw the efficiency of that Orb of Lightning. The Kodos coming in, everything was just like really good for Hitman. And he does have some, he's got 3 Raiders, he's got a lot of Ensnare, and he's actually picking off all these peons before anything even happens, which is a huge plus. And Kiwi kind of taking a lot of damage from the creeps. This is kind of a misplay. And Hitman's going to intercept, and why not? Everything's really low.
He was supposed to be healing at the fountain, not taking damage at the fountain. Once again, has to hit big purges and needs a follow-up. Lightning Shield. Maybe he should change the order and go for Stomp and then Lightning Shield. Wants to min-max a little bit too much, but then there's this spell already. I don't know. Blade Master is going to town in the back line. There's not too much purge anymore. Too much Lightning Shield. We see the Shaman at like half max mana. TC has to do some heavy lifting, but there's 2 heal scrolls on Hitman, and he didn't even use one of them. That's pretty crazy. Invul Potion is also on the Blade Master. Hero Focus, not the best option. And the army of KiWiKaKi is slowly but steady getting shredded to pieces.
Everything is just collapsing. All of Hitman's units are just collapsing over Kiwi. He can't get into a position that's really ideal. Torrent, nice stomp, is going to save him from now, but I think that Blade's just going to right-clickety-clue him. Right-clickety-clue him? Clickety-clue? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, Neo. But what I want to say is that Hitman's army is just overwhelming Kiwis right now. He's at the shop, which is good. Could wake up the creeps, which is even more annoying. He does!
Oh, wow. And the dragon again. He wants this big cow to be gone. Oh, Cloak of Shadows for now. That was a sweet save by KiWiKaKi. But I wonder if there's anything that can save his game. Not only the TC, he's looking for another hero kill. Hitman smelling blood in the water and takes the 2-1.
Wow. That was, I mean, that was really well played from Hitman. He got some good items in the early game. The cancels were absolutely huge. Kiwi was supply blocked for so long. But I actually think that we saw Kiwi adjust mid-game and change his strategy, which is really hard to do. And I gotta say that wasn't too bad considering. I really believe that's what happened.
Yeah, I think so too. I still wonder what was this build by Kiwi supposed to be initially? But the cancellations, you're absolutely 100% spot on. That broke KiWiKaKi's neck not even halfway through the game. And he was never able to recover from that, as Hitman is just too solid in situations like this. Unfortunate. That was his map. So far, everything went from map pick to map pick. And now it's 2 match points in a row for the favorite, that is Hitman.
Yeah, Hitman's on match point. Not the player you want to be playing against on match point, but I'm not even actually sure we've seen Kiwi come back from... We've seen him up 2-0. But yeah, this is going to be tough, man. Amazonia is, I believe, a pick for Hitman. And then, yeah, and then we go into the last map, which is Echo Isles, which is the toss-up match, which we talked about being TS as well. Yeah, just really not sure. what to do. It looks like Hitman's getting more and more aggressive. Are you finding that he's getting a little bit more confident with his blade every game? He just looks better and better.
Yeah,
Game 1 kind of quiet. Game 2, a little bit more aggressive. Game 3 seemed like super aggressive. He was in his base.
He's like tolerating the Farseer harass more. In Game 1, it felt like he was stressed a little by it and annoyed and distracted by it. In Game 2, that was fixed. In Game 1, in Game 3, completely ignored it and turned it around. He brought the fight to the base of KiWiKaKi, and with a +8 Blade Master, you shred through these upcoming buildings.
Yeah, pretty intense. I don't know what you do, man. I don't know what you do on that map when you're supply blocked like that and you have a game plan. You have one grunt, switching it up to headhunters. I don't know. But let's go into the next map. I mean, 2-1, not impossible. We could see a comeback. Yeah.
I guess we need the
anything.
We need the admin in the game.
Yeah, I've invited him a few times.
Okay. So we're gonna start this in a second. How does Kiwi deal with the pressure? That's the question. There's the admin, and then we'll be able to answer this question. It's supposed to be Hitman's map. It's a small map. It's the smallest map. How does Kiwi deal with Amazonia? What does he have prepared? Can he do a weird, cheesy tower push here when his life is on the line? Okay, we start this now. We knew that an Orc player would be in the final of the American region. Either Hitman or KiWiKaKi, and now we're one map away, or probably two, of the decision. Who's it gonna be? Will the favorite prevail, like the European favorite Happy prevailed today, following in his footsteps? Or will we see a full-out best-of-5, just like we had in Thorzane versus Vortex? We load in to Amazonia. All right, in the upper right, in the red, trying his best to stay in this tournament, as this is all single elimination by now, it's KiWiKaKi. What the hell? That was the wrong button. Sorry about that. And in the bottom left, we got the man that has the success in his name. It's Victor Lin. It's Hitman.
Wow, Neo, you just showed that this whole event is scripted. How did you know Kiwi was the victor?
The players can misclick. The production can misclick as well. Things happen.
Oh, I know all about that. You don't have to remind me. But yeah, this is gonna be Amazonia, a little bit of a smaller map than what we saw with Northern and CH. A little bit smaller, a little more tight knit. Yeah, and looks like Kiwi's just going for the standard here as well. Hitman the same. What do you think about a smaller map in this matchup against these two players? Do you think it favors Kiwi, Hitman?
It's weird. It should definitely favor Hitman, as he can find his opponent, do some damage, if necessary, move back. This, though, has an immediate level 2, and I wonder if KiWiKaKi is going for it with his Farseer on the lap. This could also be exposed. We will... Will the shot be finished if the Blade Master's out? I don't think so. Okay, so no speed scroll, wind walk. Harass immediately, probably.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty dicey. It looks like the peon's here as well, so Kiwi might try to go for a 2-for-1 special. You usually see that at pipizza joints, but he's probably going to try to do it on Amazonia. It's where you lightning shield creep with the Farseer and the two wolves, and you also try to steal Hitman's with the peon. So this could be really dicey, but peon also being pulled for Hitman. You need 2 units and the hero to do this. And is Hitman going to pull this off?
They didn't use a purge. He can still do it. Oh
Nice.
My god, so good.
And Kiwi actually going to come straight down. He's not going to go for his own in this case. Trying to steal, but is there enough time?
No.
Maybe.
No, he cannot get the Renegade Hitman again with the claws.
He gets it every time.
Like, seriously, gets it every time. It's unbelievable.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. He went to WGL in China, he came back, and he just keeps getting claws. I don't know if he was sold something. I have no idea. It's crazy. Every time.
The wolves are still annoying, but Hitman... I think KiWiKaKi just Was chasing him a little too much. We got the rogues ready here. He could have just grabbed them.
Yeah, I think maybe Kiwi, he's obviously overextended. He's on the other side of the map. He probably could have got level 2 and then came over and started doing the same damage he's doing now. But the creep camp isn't fully gone yet. Did he donate that wolf? He did donate that wolf.
And he cancelled healing, so it wasn't for nothing. Blade Master's close to level 2. But now... Oh, wait, okay, the camp is actually finished. How fast is...
A player's forces are under attack.
The tech...
Well, I think it's... Yeah. Wait, what?
KiWiKaKi's
Oh, it's nighttime.
tech is so late.
Yeah, it's pretty late, but he did go for the quick war mill racks, right? So it's a little bit, he wanted a little bit more units, and the units are here, and well, they're getting picked up right now. So one headhunter goes down. This is, oh, he actually got denied. Did that get denied?
Yep, Kiwi did a good job.
Really nice deny from Kiwi. And that was level 2 on the blade.
A player's forces are under attack.
But it's still a headhunter gone. And that is a snowball effect for sure. Speed scroll, that's the second headhunter gone.
Yeah,
The
no
thing-
more windwalk, but with the speed scroll, you should probably pick that off too. Yeah, level 2. What was
This
that,
is
Neil?
the one thing that it's not supposed to happen with this headhunter build.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Like, what was Kiwi going for? You know, go across the map and just try to get some damage done. Hitman has very good burrow control. He obviously has very good unit control. And Kiwi wasn't able to get anything from this. And again, I question 0 experience on the Farseer. You probably could have showed up with your units with a level 2 Farseer at this point, right? Probably would have gotten the same effect, maybe even a little bit better. You have the chain lightning now. But yeah, Hitman has a lot of salves. Obviously, the items are really good. The wolves can't even barely fight. Nice right clicks on the blade, though. And now Kiwi's bringing his units down. Tier 2 almost done. He's going to obviously queue up that Tauren Chieftain again and just kind of reset from, you know, not the greatest start.
Yeah. Again.
This is what you want to do in a game scenario, game
player's
match point,
forces
you know,
are
possible
under
match
attack.
point.
And you know, there's, for Kiwi, 3 headhunters in the base. Oh, I think, is it just the rally point? Because he keeps sending these headhunters close to the Farseer and then pulls them back. This might just be a rally point that's not getting fixed. But okay, he pulls them in front of the base now. Playing it safer. TC is coming, more headhunters, and the first attack upgrade very early. Again, dismissing the tier 3 upgrade for a bit.
Yeah, I wonder, like, now that Hitman's Shadowhunter is out and this Farseer's level 1, I wonder if Hitman's just going to go straight across and try to abuse
player's
Hex.
forces
He's
are
already
under
hexing down the Farseer now, but there's not much to defend these units at Kiwi's base if he tries to go for just a Hex push right now and try to pick off some units. And Hitman is beelining it to the north right now, so I believe that that's the play. Shadowhunter going to grab some salves, and this might be the play here to just, while I've already picked off 2 headhunters, and I know that your tech is either, the Tauren Chieftain could be out right now if it was a faster tech, but I think that, yeah, Hitman's might go on the offensive. He's going to the Kobolds right now, but there's a really good timing here for Hex. And now Kiwi's creeping this with the Lightning Shield camp, but he's doing it with both heroes together.
Vito, am I blind or is there no Spirit Lodge? There's no.
No, there's no Spirit Lodge.
Why are you not totally baffled?
I think this might be... Well, I mean, if it's not a lodge, then maybe it's a tower push. He's going for +2 attack. I have no idea.
You can't tower push with a TC.
A player's
That's
forces are
impossible.
under
He's
attack.
going 2-0. It's only headhunters.
Yeah, this is very weird. +2 is almost done, though. A lot of damage, and we did talk about the Hex timing, but when you have, like, this many units, there's a lot of units here for Kiwi, and level 2 on the Tauren almost. He could actually push this back. What is Hitman doing behind this? Does he have a Raider yet? No, he has a Walker, but no Raider yet. Ensnare.
Yeah,
I assume it's
reveal.
finished.
Okay. Blade Master distracting, so the Shadowhunter gets this, level 2, and... Oh, is he trapped? He's getting blocked. Can't reach for the Storm. That could have been the Shadowhunter kill. Such a big deal. It's gonna be a lot of damage. I give you that. And I'm a big fan of damage. But without catch, without any utility, how is this supposed to work? On tier 3, apparently.
Yeah, he's going straight to tier 3. This is really interesting. Just continuing to creep with both heroes, but he's kind of stealing the juice that could be the level 3 Tauren Chieftain, which I think is more important than trying to get both these heroes leveled up. But still, yeah, +2 attack on these headhunters is nothing to laugh at though, Neil. That's a lot of damage, and there are a lot of headhunters. But the thing is, if there was like Ensnare, which is coming into the play now, there's nothing that Kiwi can do. Like, he has to take a fight, or he just loses units. There's no utility, like you said. There's no purges. There's nothing really to support these vulnerable headhunters.
He's creeping the red spot 8 minutes 30 in. That's a way to power creep for sure. Hitman can't follow that up. But dude, the inventory again, right? 2 claws, 2 mantles. That's nuts. Oh, by the way,
+12, yeah.
A way to follow this up is to steal this. And Hitman is dangerously...
No way, Neil.
Oh,
no way.
My God. This could be the ultimate disaster. Backstab if that's the crit. The Fascia is dead. There's no TP. It is... Oh,
no.
My God.
Not like
He's
this,
not
Neil.
getting this. He gets level 3 and he gets the Warsong Battle Drum, so it's good damage, but... I guess Kiwi gets away with the black eye?
I mean, that's more like a 1-2 sucker punch. There's Shadowhunter's level 3 at this point, no Farseer yet. Yeah, you got the Warsong Battle Drums, which is good because you're obviously not going. I mean, he's got a Bestiary coming down as well. I don't know. This is a rough go for Hitman, for Kiwi. Sorry, and there's really no sugarcoating it. The Shadowhunter is going to creep out Kiwi's natural expansion as well. Tauren Chieftain with the illusion can see this, which is good, but there's not much that Kiwi can actually do. If Kiwi's actually going to try to fight this, can he?
How? Without a Fascia? Without anything coming from the Bestiary? Without anything that he wants to get from tier 3? It could be a classical Kiwi anti-timing again.
Yeah, you don't really want to like diss a player, but he's just like, the engagements are very questionable. And you know, Hitman has brought up Kiwi's decision making. Like, his micro is all right. It's the decision making that gets him through the games, the strategy, the timings, and yeah, kind of scuffing himself a little bit here. But Tauren continuing to send illusions out to see what Hitman's doing. Hitman's going to finish the rest of this camp. Peons are pulled, Neo, and at 50 supply, Hitman is probably ready to take a fight.
Yeah, Kiwi isn't. Berserker upgrade, not done. Battle Drums upgrade, not done. Got one.
Well, he's getting the.
Okay.
Is he going to sell the War Drums?
Yes, of course. Doesn't stack, so he should at least.
Going to the shop, yeah. Probably gonna get a. He's gonna sell the War Drums.
There's one input potion ready. You should get that.
Peons coming at the top, just donating themselves to the Kiwi fund, it looks like. And yeah, there's just, like we said, there's nothing to stop this Blade Master from right-clicking. There's no purges, there's nothing. The ensnares come in. Hitman is ready to take a fight. He pulls the Peons. They are Spirit Linked, which is good. Everything is Spirit Linked. There's nothing to dispel this. And this could just be every unit dying. There's nothing to stop this damage coming in.
It is Berserk now, and we do have a lot more damage, but the Kodo is melting, so good thing he didn't sell the Warsong Battle Drums. The TC gotta carry hardcore, but how is the question. There's no Chain Lightning to back this up. It's a good stun, it's a good damage mitigation through that stun, but Hitman is ready. He was parking at these shops, he got the heal scrolls. The TC is burning through his mana, that's the last stomp, and I can only see Hitman dominating from here on out.
Yeah, just way too much damage. I think Kiwi made a huge mistake by not going into the standard meta. I'm not too sure what the Berserker play was. Mass damage is okay, but you have to kite like a madman. He's just straight up fighting. The Raiders have surface area, the Grunts have surface area. They're doing some damage. Shadowhunter in the back hasn't been touched. He's been able to heal like a madman, and there's just so many units dropping. Level 4 on the Blade now. Claws are crazy. There's an invuln on the Blade. The Tauren getting a little exposed here at the front line. He does have a stomp. Nice stomp so far, but everything in the back end. And GG, Hitman with the 3-1. And that's going to do